السلام عليكم. هذه الأسئلة ضمن مباراة ديداكتيك اللغة الإنجليزية. نشوف مع بعض نماذج من الأسئلة. سؤال رقم واحد. Which of the following teaching techniques is not adopted in the audio-lingual method? Which one is not? So memorizing, yes. Drilling, yes. Choral repetition, yes. But C, not. C is not. So C is not one of the teaching techniques adopted in the audio lingual method. نشوف السؤال اللي بعده. In the audio lingual method, students are asked to repeat chunks of language or sentences multiple times because. So A, B, C, or D. So A is the right answer. Why? Because the proponents of this method believe that language learning, like learning to walk, is a matter of habits, habit formation. So the students repeat and repeat, okay, until they acquire a habit, okay. So it's a matter of a habit formation. So A is the right answer. Next question. After teaching the first unit in the textbook, the teacher decides to evaluate student learning. Which of the following tests would best serve the objective of the teacher? So we have A, diagnostic test, an achievement test, proficiency test, and a placement test. So which one is the right answer? So B is the right answer. So that's an achievement test. Okay, and it's done at the for example, when you teach a unit or 2 units, then you test the students, you evaluate them. Now, that's what we call an achievement. Next. After the correction of the student production and a test of writing, the teacher observes that although the whole class has very low grades, 2 of her students performed significantly lower than others. They barely completed writing a sentence of the required paragraph. The teacher then observed that one of these 2 students is physically disabled and the other lacks basic literacy skills. In this case, which of the following decisions the teacher should take? So A, B, C, or D. A, ignore the issue and continue with teaching. No, we never ignore the student. You always try to find a solution, right? So A is not. Redo the same test for the whole class following the same format. So there is no point in doing the same thing again. C, redo the same test only for the 2 special needs students after the correction of the first test. So there is no need to do that after you correct the whole test and you do it again. So we go for D. You provide remediation and then design 2 different tests. One of them specially designed for the special needs student. So remediation or remedial work is that you give support, you explain things again, and then you test the student. So we will stop here for today, okay, and I will continue next session. Goodbye, take care, bye.